Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most mind-bending questions ever. Has the future already happened? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a genuine concept that physicists and philosophers have been wrestling with for over a century. So, how could this even be possible? The whole idea comes from Einstein's theory of relativity. One of the most groundbreaking takeaways from his work is that time isn't universal. There's no single cosmic clock ticking away for everyone and everything in the same way. Instead, your experience of time is relative to your motion and your proximity to massive objects, like planets or black holes. Imagine two people, Alex and Ben. Alex stays on Earth, while Ben hops on a super-fast spaceship that travels close to the speed of light. When Ben returns to Earth, he will have aged less than Alex. For him, maybe only a few years have passed, while for Alex, decades could have gone by. This isn't science fiction, it's a real, measurable effect called time dilation. We even have to account for it in our GPS satellites to keep them accurate. So, if time can flow at different rates for different people, what does that mean for the concepts of past, present, and future? This leads us to a fascinating and controversial idea called the block universe theory. Picture all of time, from the Big Bang to the very end of the universe, as a single four-dimensional block. Think of it like a loaf of bread. Each slice of the loaf is a different moment in time. The past slices are behind us, the future slices are ahead, and we are experiencing the now slice. But according to the block universe theory, all the slices, past, present, and future, already exist simultaneously. They are all equally real. The reason we only experience the present moving forward is simply a limitation of our human consciousness. We perceive time as a flowing river, but in reality, the entire river, its source, its path, and its destination already exists as a complete entity. Your birth, the moment you are watching this video, and every event in your future are all just different locations in this block of space-time. This idea is also known as eternalism. It suggests that if you could somehow step outside of space-time, you could look at the entire history of the universe laid out all at once, just like looking at a completed film strip. The beginning, the middle, and the end are all there. This brings up some heavy questions about free will. If the future is already written, does that mean all our choices are predetermined? If every action I'm going to take is already a fixed point in the space-time block, am I really free to choose? Well, it's complicated. Some philosophers argue that even in a block universe, we still have free will. They say that free will is simply the process of making decisions based on our desires and reasoning within our own slice of time. Your decision is still your decision, and it's what causes the future event to be what it is. The event isn't happening to you. You are an integral part of what makes it happen. It's a subtle but important distinction. Your choices are part of the pre-existing fabric of reality, not something forced upon you by it. Now, let's contrast this with another popular theory, presentism. This is probably the more intuitive way we all think about time. Presentism says that only the present moment is real. The past is gone, it no longer exists, and the future is yet to be created. In this view, the future is a realm of pure possibility, and our choices actively shape what will happen next. Time really does flow, and the future is genuinely open. There's also a middle ground, known as the growing block universe. This theory suggests that the past and present are real, but the future is not. Time is like a growing block, with new present slices being added continuously. The past is fixed and real, but the future is non-existent until we create it moment by moment. So which one is it? A fixed block, a single present moment, or a growing block? The honest answer is, we don't know. Modern physics, especially relativity, seems to lean towards the block universe model. The equations don't really distinguish between past, present, and future. They treat time as just another dimension, like length, width, and height. But this clashes with our most fundamental human experience. We feel time passing. We remember the past, but we don't remember the future. This arrow of time is one of the biggest mysteries in physics. Why does time seem to have a direction? One possible explanation is entropy, the second law of thermodynamics. This law states that in an isolated system, disorder or entropy always tends to increase. Think of an egg. It's easy to break an egg and make an omelette, increasing its disorder, but you'll never see an omelette spontaneously reassemble itself back into an egg. This natural tendency towards increasing disorder gives time its direction. The future is simply the direction of higher entropy. So, is our sense of a flowing future just an illusion created by thermodynamics and the limitations of our brain? Maybe it's a strange thought, isn't it? That everything you will ever do, every person you will ever meet, every joy and every sorrow is already out there, set in stone, in a four-dimensional reality we can't fully perceive. This concept also avoids certain time travel paradoxes. For example, the famous grandfather paradox. What if you went back in time and prevented your grandparents from meeting? You would never have been born, so you couldn't go back in time to do it in the first place. In a block universe, this paradox resolves itself. You can't change the past because the past is just as fixed as the present and future. If you were to travel to the past, your presence and actions there were always part of that past. You wouldn't be changing anything. You'd be fulfilling your role in a history that already included your visit. It's a self-consistent loop. You can't change the past because you were already there. So to come back to our original question, has the future already happened? According to the block universe theory, the answer is yes. It's already there, waiting for our consciousness to arrive at it. But if presentism is correct, the answer is no. The future is an unwritten book, and we are the authors. This isn't just an abstract debate. It touches on the very nature of reality, consciousness, and our place in the cosmos. Whether our destiny is written in the stars, or we forge it with every choice we make, is a question that sits at the intersection of physics and philosophy. What do you think? Does the idea of a block universe feel right to you, or does your intuition scream that the future is unwritten? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a topic with no easy answers, but that's what makes it so fascinating to explore. Thanks for watching and for stretching your mind with me today. If you enjoyed this journey into the nature of time, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest questions of science and philosophy. Until next time, keep questioning everything.